Alright, so I did not feel like really setting everything up, the light, to get better lighting than in my position. So I decided to just hold the camera and have it by this window so I can get enough lighting for this. Hello everyone, my name is Max Aaron James. This is a review of the movie The Wild Robot, written and directed by Chris Sanders, based on a book by Peter Brown. This is about a robot that ended up stranded on an island after an accident happened to, I assume, a ship, maybe a plane, and ends up befriending animals and adopting a baby goose, also known as a gosling. So I just kept thinking of Ryan. As the robot becomes acquainted with the wildlife on the island and raising this gosling, the dangers happen. Dangers start appearing and presenting themselves to the island, and it's because of the robot. So this robot has to raise the gosling, teach it how to fly and swim, and get it ready for the migration, while also making sure that the rest of the animals or the rest of the wildlife on this island is safe from harm. I really like this movie. I feel that the marketing was done pretty well, and DreamWorks was very confident, or at least that's how I interpreted their marketing. Just the way they presented their trailers of, we're the studio that made this movie and this movie and this movie, so clearly we can't miss. And you would think this is something that Disney would do, but Disney really doesn't. They really push to be like, please watch our movie. So here we have The Wild Robot, a pretty good movie that has a story that you see in the trailer, but then when you finish that story, there's a lot more to this movie. This movie easily has about 3 plots that make for a good film, but they don't feel like they're padding on one another for the sake of runtime. They feel consistent, they feel like they all connect, and it makes sense to put them together here. The movie presents quite a few themes, including what it takes to be a mother, adoption, and that your family is not always your blood, and like your mother and your child are not always your blood. It is about who you bond with, who you love, and that we work as a community. We work stronger together as a community, and it's important for people to work together for the sake of the survival of all. The voice acting was good. I think the visuals were beautiful. It was colorful. It was bright. It had some very sad moments. It presented very funny moments, a lot of adult humor, or humor that adults would have connected with or understood a bit more. It was beautiful and heartwarming, had me near tears a few times. And I thought something bad was going to happen so many times, and sometimes it did, and other times it tricked you and just had you, or had me, on the edge of my seat. The themes and message here are never put in front of the story. The story's not sacrificed for the sake of these, and I'm still able to enjoy it. I'm still able to walk away with something, and I would definitely watch this again. I recommend people watch it. Currently, for me at least, it is my favorite animated film of the year. I mean, what else is there to say? I could talk about the movie in detail, but I do not want to spoil it. It is pretty good, and it takes you on an adventure, it takes you on a journey. It feels new, it feels fresh. I mean, this is an innovative story, at least for the big screen, and I like when studios give us something new and fresh. It feels good, especially when it's something you can enjoy, you're entertained, you're satisfied, and you walk out the theater thinking, wow, this was something new that I got. Anyway, until next time, y'all take care of each other, check up on one another, make sure you check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limit.